Me, looking at the girl I was genuinely in love with fall for another guy who's not even going to treat her nearly as good as I would. I'm this close to giving up on females. Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome to r/NiceGuys part 92. Let's get started. So, I would do anything to go on a date like this where people valued things like kindness and were respectful. Something that's a miracle today. In reality, when a nice chef turns up among the bad boys, the girl always can't help but go for the bad guys and have a bad marriage. Some things never change. Please, nice guys, stop trying to project your frustrations on the YouTube comment sections. And even worse, stop trying to pass it off as a fact of life. And we shall remain in the YouTube comment section for this next one. It's quite amazing reading all of these comments. It's nice to see so many honest and open men expressing their experiences here. Having been involuntarily abstinent for over 2 years and single for 5, I recently gave up, and that was the most liberating feeling I've felt in a long time. Women looking for emotionally available guys is a half-truth. What they are really looking for is a garbage truck and someone to give them the whole spa treatment after we dump out all their toxic trash in some proverbial landfill. For what? As a halfway decently attractive guy with plenty of hobbies, interests, world travels, I can barely even get a date. But that's okay, because I recently realized the majority of women I'm talking to aren't that interesting anyway. Oh, I can't get the date, so it must be the women. Typical nice guys. When do you have everything handed to you and have society that panders to your every desire, you end up having a very boring person that has no idea of what struggle really is. They don't even have to do any work on themselves, nor do they have to take any accountability. Is this the kind of person you would find interesting? Yeah, they're pretty cute and pretty hot, but extremely shallow and very uninteresting. They can have their 6-foot rich guys. This guy says he's so interesting, yet he's saying something that so many other nice guys say too. Oh, we go to Tinder for this next one. If girls on here gave me a chance, I'd be so worth it, but unfortunately, people's expectations are too high and they're looking to play games lying about what they want and dry text not put any effort. And I'm not like most guys, I swear. I'm also looking for a long-term relationship. I'm not interested in hookups, I'm interested in something real. I don't understand the guys who put these kinds of rants in the About Me section, because they're literally making themselves more unattractive by putting these rants in their Tinder bios. Hello. Hey. I miss you. How is your day going? You so beautiful. Why I'm saying this, I mean I got over you. I'm done. I want to confess, okay? I was in love with you sometimes. I was thinking about you and everything, which kinda contradicts the I was in love with you sometimes, but okay. Driving myself, kissing you sometimes. When I doing, you know, the thing we do, man, in my hand, I think we know what that implies there. You know I'm shy, little whatever, I was thinking about you. I love you, okay, Kay? I love you more than anything, but no, you just my friend. I'm okay with it, I guess. Oh yeah, I still have a partner. I hope he dead. He maybe doesn't even love you. I do. You the most beautiful person I ever seeing. I love you. Whoa, what? Nothing. I mean, I'm happy you are fine, so have a nice day. Bye! Guys, you do not need to share what kind of activities you're doing with your hand, because that is just weird to say. I don't think it's the kind of stuff ladies want to hear you talk about. So yeah, just keep that one to yourself. And for this next one, nice guys like me never get a chance, said a 35-year-old man to his 16-year-old niece. I have one question. Why? Am I the a-hole for going on a nice guy rant at my niece? I'm gonna say yes before even reading this post, but here we go. I, 35-year-old male, am currently looking after my niece, 16-year-old female, for the summer while her parents are out of the country for work. I've been single for most of my life, never really got the whole dating thing down. I've had my struggles, but that's neither here nor there. Here's the issue, though. My niece, let's call her Kay, is attractive and popular at her high school, and she's been dating football players since she started dating. Now, being single and somewhat jaded, I've noticed a lot of these jock types tend to not treat their girlfriends well. Literally stereotypes you learned from movies, but okay. They have a reputation for being arrogant and self-centered. Again, just stereotypes. I've been concerned about Kay Kay, so I decided to talk to her about it. The other night, after overhearing yet another phone conversation where Kay's current boyfriend seemed dismissive and rude, I sat her down for a talk. I told her that she's worth more than these athletes give her credit for and that she should consider dating someone who genuinely value her for more than her looks. I suggested she might want to consider dating a nice guy for a change, someone who would truly appreciate and respect her. This is where it got heated. Kay got defensive and said I was being judgmental and didn't understand her relationships. I may have let my frustrations get the better of me, and I went on a bit of a rant saying things like these jocks only care about themselves and their egos, and nice guys like me never get a chance. I also may have implied that her choices reflected badly on her. In hindsight, I can see how I came off as bitter and envious. Kay stormed off and now she won't even talk to me, saying I was being an a-hole for generalizing her boyfriends and for not respecting her choices, which honestly, she's not wrong. I didn't mean to upset her, I was just concerned for her well-being. Her parents also called me and said they've heard about the situation from Kay and are not pleased. I am really torn about this. Am I the a-hole here? Not only are you the a-hole in this situation, you're also the a-hole because the post was removed for not being truthful. So we got a bit of a rage bait situation. Yeah, I feel like this post had one too many stereotypes, not only of jocks, but also of nice guys themselves. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? For this next one, only problem I have is you know how hot you are. Next! Does that make you insecure? I was just looking for a response. I've been following this beautiful woman for a while. I love her art. Laddies, respond to a-holes and leave the nice men in the dark, no offense. Why must these nice guys leave comments everywhere? It's ridiculous. This next one is just looking for a relationship. Some guys just can't take a hint. Hi. Sorry dude, but I just don't like messaging people that I don't know in real life. No offense though, I'm sure you're not a creep or anything. Oh, I'm only looking for a relationship. I live in Kent, England. I'm sorry, but I have a boyfriend. We can be friends. But like, why? I like you, that's why. But how? You've never even met me. I do, but we didn't know each other. But like, what information do you have that makes you like me? I like the way you look naturally. I mean, that's not the best basis for friendship. Girl, people are not the same. What do you mean? You have Snap. I mean, dude, you gotta get the hint here. She's just not interested and you've just gotta move on. But of course she's so beautiful, I just can't move on. This next one comes with a bonus dog whistle. Oh goodness. Her. I want a man who honors a woman and doesn't sleep around. Someone who always listens to me and is there for me. Friend-zoned guy friend. Like me, rapper with 20 women walks in. Her. Like him. And Mike Pants says, how dare they want to date the successful, driven, interesting, charismatic professional when they could sit in this room with someone whose only defining characteristic is that they sit still and listen. But I'm such a nice guy. And now you can't be a bad person if you're not a person. See, the thing about them wanting to be seen as people is, people can be good or bad. Most are bad. And if you want me to see you as a person, it will be as a bad person, because like you probably are. But if I don't see you as a person, you have the benefit of not being judged as bad, which you probably would be. If you're an object, you can't be a bad object. If you're a subordinate and just do what I say, you aren't accountable for your actions, which is a burden off your shoulders. Just an absolutely unhinged take right here. Imagine telling women they'd be better off as objects, because it'll be less of a burden on them. Holy shit. And by the way, in another gem, his response to someone telling him he makes unfair generalizations about women is, it would be nice to have a specific woman in my life whose behavior I could evaluate on an individual level, instead of having to form an aggregate notion of such a huge population. But unfortunately, I don't. What the Buffalo effing Bill creeped out stuff is that? Yeah, the creepiness levels of this individual is off the charts. For this next one, can I be friends with you so I could potentially date you? Oh yes, potentially. Hey, can I ask you a question? Sure. Would you like to go on a date with me? Sorry, I'm taken. I really don't, sorry. Can we be friends? Sorry, I'm an introvert. I'm not close with many people. What do you mean? meaning I'm less social and it takes a long time to be friends with someone. Also, I don't trust that many people, but I'm a nice guy. Well, nice doesn't make me want to be your friend, so we can get to the friend part. Sorry dude, but I don't think we should be friends. I don't feel like I trust you. Why is that? I don't trust you. Why is that? I just don't. I'm not gonna go deep into it. Why would you not trust me for? I just told you I'm not gonna go deep into it. Jeez, I'm gonna end the conversation right here. You think I'll take advantage of you? I hope you find someone that will be your friend, but I'm not gonna be friends with a stranger. Whatever. My dude, you're a random stranger who DM'd her, and you won't take no for an answer. So why in the world would she trust you? And now only high IQ internet debaters can calculate social commentary like this. Knows a guy who had multiple relationships. 99,999% of the women are dating 0.000000002% of men. Please make it make sense. One anecdote to generalize all of humanity. Yeah, sounds like something a nice guy would do. And for this next one, saw this on a post asking if anyone was getting matches on a dating app. Yes, but always got matched to F-boys, so I just stopped. And the reply from the nice guy: when sweet, innocent, and good guys appeal to girls, they reject him or he gets used, his mind and heart gets broken, and when the type you mention approach you people fall for them. Nice going, happy face. She literally said she stopped because she was getting matched to F-boys. Can you not read? For this next one, I'm told I'm too nice. Why do I try so hard? I'm so good to children, people's kids, and get screamed out like I'm a piece of crap over and over? I don't care. I'm a nice person, and I'm told that's why I'm single, but if I have to be a friggin' a-hole in order to get a girlfriend, I'd rather not have one, because love isn't about being a jerk to each other, it's about taking care of each other, and if all women care about these days is being treated like crap, I'd rather be friggin' single. Just saying, not trying to offend anyone with my language or my reasoning, but I'm so friggin' done with women saying sorry but you're too nice. I'm sorry. Did you want me to punch you in the face before I compliment you, or do you want me to punch you in the face and install you? Install you? What? Like, give me a friggin' break. I try my best with everything. All I do is care about other people, and I love women more than anything, but apparently I'm not good enough for any of them because I'm quote-unquote too nice? What a load of horse crap. Your a-hole boyfriend ain't gonna last too long. He's either gonna cheat on you, he's gonna beat you up, or mentally abuse you, while me, on the other hand, believe in happy wife, happy life. As long as you're happy, I'm happy, but nowadays, no one gives a crap about that. So I'm literally giving up on finding somebody. Someone wants to find me, you know where to find me, but I'm friggin' done. Ooh, watch out, it's over. By the way, this guy has been on r/NiceGuys in the past. He doesn't have a job, can't drive, and lives in a basement. Well, that explains a lot. For this next one, mind you that not a single one of those texts was replied to. Why were you so cold towards me at breakfast this morning? It was almost as if you didn't even want to speak to me. I do not understand it one bit. I am done with the flowers and the gifts because Nice Guys finished in last place. I've experienced that so many times that I can't even count. Excuse me, sir, since when was this a race? Everyone does things at their own pace and that's okay. I am going to another restaurant and you never have to worry about ever seeing me again. I really feel sorry for your generation because you are in big trouble, little. Do you realize that? Your generation is the downfall of this society in the United States of America. I don't think you realize it at all. I was nice to you and you treated me like a piece of crap. I am tired of being used by people like you and your generation, which is so effed up. It's beyond repair. I hope you realize that. Your ex-fiance is a lot better off without you, that's for sure. The only correct thing you've said so far is you're a turd. Anyway, you say I appreciate you, and what you actually mean is the generous tips I give you all the time. You must think I'm stupid that I was born yesterday. You can take your birthday gifts and stick them up your ass as far as they will go. You will never get a tip from me ever again. Never! You will never ever see me again, and I hope the United States of America blows your homeland country of China off the earth. Holy shit! F you, you stupid friggin' bitch. You're nothing but a user and a con artist, and don't even apply for the job with the department. I mean, good riddance, because if you're going off on rants like that, she is better off not seeing you again. And here is some context. Waitress friend and her regular, the waitress being a 25-year-old and her regular being a 69-year-old male. Not nice. Prior to this, he had brought her gifts for her birthday. Is it just me, or has the creep meter been off the charts lately? I think it might break before the end of this video. I might need to get a new one. According to this nice guy, we have given 120% every time. Red Rover sent cute, financially stable, emotionally mature men right over. Oh, but we do exist. Either we are stuck in your friend zone because you think we're too nice, or we are not interested in dating anymore because we have given 120% every time and get shit and abuse in return. Now we are very happy by ourselves with our pet dog or cat. At least they treat us great and not cheat on us or get forgotten about. I hope this helps you out, LOL. I guess nowadays 110% isn't enough, not even 120 according to this individual. As for the emotional stability, I think that's lacking here, to say the least. We sure have a lot of YouTube comments today for some reason. You can say what you want, but women are made to be looked at. They are beautiful creatures, and no matter what they do, men will always admire them. I bet every man here has at least watched this video 3 times on repeat. Me? I'm single, so I kept watching until I even liked the guitar solo she was playing, and man, can the other dance without even really trying. Women are made to seduce, and men are made to admire them as God intended. I don't understand the haters here in the comments, but then again, I'm one of the nicest men in the world. It's probably just me. Ah yes, so nice you're constantly staring at women. So very nice, and so very not creepy at all. We go to Bumble for this next one. I am a Christian, conservative, and traditional. Very love-driven, affectionate, romantic, loyal, and caring. I love cuddling. Strongly prefer phone calls over text. Ideally, I would love to find a submissive girlfriend to move in with me as soon as possible in my nice country house with acres. How many acres? Who knows? Just has acres. Although I have a sneaking suspicion it's enough so that people don't hear your screams. For this next one, it's all you people's fault. No F's given, Jason is coming. Watch out. FML, I hate it right now. I'm depressed. I feel like giving in and giving up. Anxiety kicks my butt every day. I've forced myself to be nice and kind for far too long. Maybe it's time for the serious, mean, no F's given Jason to come out. My kindness and patience will no longer be taken advantage of, because there won't be any to give. Screw people. People suck. You all can suck it. I'm don't playing the effing nice guy. Be ready, because you all will not like what I'm about to become. It's all you people's fault. You are turning the nice guys into a-holes that will run the world one day. Watch out, this dude has world domination plans. Plans that are somehow other people's fault. And if you're depressed and anxious, you may be better off seeing a therapist. It's better than making nice guy rants at least. And now for this next one, typical recycled nice guy saying, I have a question for all the girls. How come y'all want a relationship so bad and want to be treated right, but when the perfect guy is right in front of you, you reject him and hit him with the, I'm not ready for a relationship excuse? It literally shows that it is all about looks. Alright my dude, here's the thing. You think you're the perfect guy, but you're not. No one is, really, since we're all human. Let's get out of fantasy world for a minute and come back to reality. And now we have another text here. I don't have baggage, and for me to move on, I would have had to be interested in the first place. Nice guy replies, okay, just for the sake of my last 2 brain cells. I genuinely wished you a happy life and said don't contact me again, yet there you were again. You actually believe I'm a misogynist? I do, yes, like the enemy of the females, my friggin' god. No one else would talk to a girl the way you just did. You're dumb, okay, clearly I really did. And there you go again! Ah yes, the enemy of the females. Sounds like the name of a final boss. This next one just wants to help her move on. How do I stop feeling guilty for leaving my ex for my now wife? My ex still won't acknowledge me. Facebook shows that she doesn't even read my messages, yet I know she still checks her Facebook because she changes her profile pic, which is a selfie by the way. Thought that might be important to point out. She clearly hasn't moved on. She still hasn't married or had a family. I have a baby with my now wife who is my once-in-a-lifetime love, but I feel terrible that I wasted years of my ex's life and she clearly hasn't moved on. How do I deal with this guilt every day? It would be easier to deal with if my ex was willing to be my friend or move on to someone else and have a family of her own, but she's obviously still heartbroken, and that kills me that I did this to her. Do I let her heart heal over time? Maybe it's not possible for her to be my friend right now. It's too painful. Accept the pain of the guilt. Or keep trying to get in contact with her and tell her that her friendship would mean a lot. This will help ease the guilt and allow her to move on with peace in her heart. Well, I feel like there is a reason why she refuses to reply, and honestly, it sounds like you're the one who hasn't moved on here. We go to Quora for this next one. Is it normal for my boyfriend to be attracted and possibly interested in another girl? No, this sort of behavior is a lot more normal for women than it is for men. Men are usually faithful to their partners, whereas women usually cheat. And what made you lead to that conclusion? You're probably one of the majority of women who intentionally only dates guys who aren't interested in committing to you. You ignore the nice guys who would commit because they're not tall enough or handsome enough for you. Then when the tall and handsome guy cheats on you, you complain about it on Quora. Yet you yourself are out here complaining about women based on made-up assumptions, using nice guys logic. We go to the Facebook comments for this next one, and yet for the modern women today, they absolutely must go chasing after the bad boys and jump on the CC. I assume that's a certain kind of carousel they keep talking about because they think that they can change that behavior. Then they're 30-something and alone with cats because they're all used up and wondering where have all the good men gone. They friend-zoned them, and it's only the betas and the simps that are just waiting for them to give them a side-eye glance in their direction, and they're so thirsty for any female attention that they'll dang near end themselves to be that one that will get the glances. Meanwhile, the real men have moved on and won't even acknowledge their existence. The wall is undefeated and will ever be so. The only way women can dodge the wall is to graduate high school, get married early, remain loyal, and willingly submit to your husband, be feminine, not womanist, and above all, submit yourself to God above all others. Do you think God believes in the wall and in betas and simps? It just sounds like terminology that's 99.99% online. Okay, this is insane. Why so many YouTube comments today? She infuriates me. I can't stand these young women throwing themselves at these obnoxious brutes and then expecting us chivalrous men to come to their rescue when the deadbeat daddy goes back to DJing or working his 9-to-5 construction job and misses all his child support payments. And what's wrong with DJing or construction? By the way, the comment was on a YouTube video about a girl who gave birth secretly and then hid the baby in a trash can. It did not live. Oh, that is just very sad, very unfortunate. And someone replies, this comment isn't even directly related to what happened. What was this guy thinking the link was between people getting laid, chivalrous men, this girl, and this comment? Nothing, but remember, these individuals think life revolves around nice guys logic. The OP replies, I think that's part of what makes an incel an incel. There is no time at which they are not thinking about getting laid. A brutal video with kids in them? I do her. The local valedictorian being found overdosed after a grad party? She should have been doing me instead of the captain jock. I would have taken care of her, unlike that beta simp. Discussion about cheesecake? I effed one of those once. The metal pan was the problem. Oh yeah, and they really love to blame everyone else but themselves. They think they could never be the problem. We go back to Tinder for this next one, 25 years old and just 4 miles away. A little close there, buddy. I try to be a gentleman, but most you ladies are just not into that. I see way too many pretty girls without a man. Photography is cool, so is carpentry. I always want to be more and do more. Tend to keep to myself, but not a shy type. Not expecting much from this app, to be honest. Have you thought that maybe those women have chosen to be single, or they just don't want relationships at the moment? And now this next one is such a nice guy, but he's tired of being hurt. Okay, sounds good. That sounds perfect. You're pretty far away. You wouldn't mind driving to hang out sometime? Oh, we could meet in the middle. Well, here's the thing, I can drive, but it's restricted for another year or so. I'm doing so much work to get it back. I'm 119 days sober for life. And I really messed up like 8 years ago and finally got help 4 months ago to get clean, and I only smoked weed and was an alcoholic. If you can't respect me not being able to drive to you, then this can't work. I would give you gas money to come see me every time. I would pay for all dates. I'm such a nice guy and I'm so tired of being hurt. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, what? Do you want to get to know me? I want to get to know you and hang. Yeah, we can talk. Well, safe to say things didn't work out here because you're literally on r/NiceGuys now. For this next one, first a couple of screenshots from the original video. Where the hell do y'all be finding these men? Good fathers can take care of you, spoil you, and here's the nice guy response. The best friend you overlooked. The guys who's always there for you, but you friend zone them, the church guys, the nerds, the quiet guy, and the short guy. Stop choosing the guy from the bar, the guy on the bike, the guy who doesn't give a rip, the guy who never calls you unless he wants something. You know, the guys who treats you bad, the rich guy, he can get 10 of you whenever he wants. These nice guys sure do love making assumptions based off just one video and heaps of so-called nice guys logic. And we go to 4chan of all places for this next one. Like I said, there's no use trying to understand women. They don't even understand themselves. They'll date bums, addicts, offenders, beaters, you name it. Then they'll completely ignore men like me who work hard every day to improve themselves. I drive myself absolutely crazy trying to make sense of it. There's just no point in any of this. I feel like a fair share of this is thinking that what other nice guys tell them is reality. And so that creates this warped sense of reality that just doesn't make sense to the rest of us. And now for this next one, you're gonna leave me delivered? That's you, right? You're gonna leave me delivered? What do you want? Not leaving me undelivered or seen? Why? I don't owe you anything. Why? 'Cause I hate that thing? I don't care, OMG. You don't want me to text you? You can just say it up front. I ain't bothering you no mo. I don't want you to text me. Damn girl, there's something wrong with you. I agree. How's your schizophrenia with a P in front? And for this last one, but here's the thing, the real question is, why do women fall for these toxic men? Why don't they leave them alone? I think all you women out there know the answer to this question. Thinking emoji. And someone reasonably replies, cause these types don't show their ugliness on the first date. They charm you and manipulate you, then attack when you're hooked. Let's not blame everything on women all the time. Especially not something like this, my goodness. And the nice guy replies, well, it's always the woman's fault if she willingly chooses the narcissist over a guy who can love her and be good to her. The problem with today's women is that they crave attention, they crave chaos and drama, and they love uncertainty because they're always thinking if the narcissist will love them when he only wants to use them, creating a vicious cycle of violence and even death. So you think women in general are actively looking for this kind of stuff? There is just no way. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Cranjus McBiscuitbull, Dark Garden, Catalan Cormendi, Mike Hawk, Hold Up, Nightcrawler, Stormcloud the Wolf, Vicmeister1999, and Zoe Horsham. Feel free to join in the link below, and if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell, and if you have something interesting to say, feel free to comment.